English, like in other languages, adjectives are words that are used to describe nouns. There are three forms of comparing adjectives in English. Every adjective has the positive form, like pretty. The comparative form, like prettier, and the superlative form, like the prettiest. Comparative adjectives are used to compare differences between the two objects they modify: larger, smaller, faster, higher. My dress is prettier than yours. To make a comparison between two things, we can use than. She is taller than you. In this way, we can compare two things that have the same quality. Superlative adjectives are used to describe an object which is at the upper or lower limit of a quality. The tallest, the smallest, the fastest, the highest. When something is the best or the worst in its category, we use superlative adjectives to express that. This is the tastiest cake I have ever tried. Or, my room is the biggest of all rooms in the house. Forming comparatives and superlatives is easy. The form depends on the number of syllables in the original adjective. We add er for the comparative and est for the superlative. If the adjective has a consonant plus single vowel plus consonant spelling, the final consonant must be doubled before adding the ending. Tall, taller, the tallest. Fat, fatter, the fattest. Clean, cleaner, the cleanest. Big, bigger, the biggest. If the one-syllable adjective ends with an E, just add R for the comparative form and ST for the superlative form, like in large, larger, the largest. Wise, wiser, the wisest. Adjectives with two syllables can form the comparative either by adding er or by adding more in front of the adjective. These adjectives form the superlative either by adding est or by adding the most in front of them. In many cases, both forms are used, although one is used more often than the other. If you are not sure whether a two-syllable adjective can take a comparative or superlative ending, you can always play it safe and use more and the most instead. For adjectives ending in y, change the y into an I before adding the ending. Happy, happier, more happy. The happiest, the most happy. Simple, simpler, more simple. The simplest, the most simple. Friendly, friendlier, more friendly. The friendliest, the most friendly. Busy, busier, more busy. The busiest, the most busy. And finally, just like we have irregular nouns and verbs, we also have irregular adjectives. special forms for comparatives and superlatives which have to be learned by heart. Let's look at some examples. Good, better, the best. Bad, worse, the worst. Little, less, the least. Much, more, the most. Many, more, the most. Far, farther, further. The farthest, the furthest.